Alrighty. What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. Look who we have here. A young lady who is powerful in the movement, an activist, one who has or is bridging the gap between Ethiopia as well as the continent, and also those who are in the diaspora, the United States as well, right? That you're trying to bring those together. Let me go ahead and let her introduce herself to you all.
Okay, hi everyone. Hi, my name is Hanaza, Ethiopia, and I lived in America for 12 years, and now I'm back in Ethiopia. And like he said, I'm trying to bring Africans and African Americans together because we have a lot to do and we have a lot to teach each other. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm happy. Yeah. And I want to say welcome, Go Black, to Ethiopia. And I'm really happy that you're here.
Well,
welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
She's going to be doing some showing me around as well. And actually, she reached out to me by email last year, right? Last year, 4 or 5 months ago, and interviewed me on her channel. And so the name of her channel is Hanaza Ethiopia, right? And did I say that right? Yeah, you know, because I know some people like to pronounce it different.
You did good.
Yeah.
It's Hanaza Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because people, you know, sometimes, you know, we who speak English, we jack up pronunciations of the real languages. So.
But it's everybody, so it's okay.
Yeah. So, please share with the folks, because, you know, I just kind of scratched the surface on you bridging this gap. Share with them what what you're doing in this movement, how you're educating and bringing awareness to people through your platforms that you have. Go ahead and share that.
Well, like I told you guys, I've lived in Houston, Texas. I moved from Addis to there when I was 16 with my family, and I went to high school there, I went to college there, so I've seen how it is. So going there, I had a lot of questions, especially growing up. I had a lot of questions how Africa was, how we were the third world country and we didn't have everything that we wanted. And when I went there, everything was there. You can find anything that you want very easily. That's what I experienced, comparing it to here.
Yeah.
And I had that question why that was. Like, why did not we do the same thing? Why are we not as developed as they are? So that question, I guess, brought me here to this point. But that question also made me do a lot of research about America and how America became one of the strongest country in the world.
Yep.
And one of the reasons was they were using our mind, our resource, a lot of our things.
Yeah.
So I wanted to stop that, and I was trying to figure out how can I. And one of the way that I decided I can do that is by, first of all, being spiritual. And Ethiopia has one of the oldest Christianity. We have it's very different. I would like even Africans and African Americans to come because we have a celebration every year called Meskel, Timkat, Nkutatash. We have different celebration which you cannot find anywhere else in the world.
Wow.
So I would like to invite everybody as well at this moment. But the way I'm trying to, I guess, bring us together is by waking us up. We have been sleeping. We have been not knowing, because I feel like we've been comfortable with the thing that they gave us, which for me I wasn't, because I have a lot of work to do. And one of the work is bringing Africans and African Americans together, because that's what I was saying last time when I interviewed you, which was Africans, we have our culture, we have Africa. African Americans, you guys have the business mind. You know how America is built. You guys live there, so we can bring that good thing together. We of course we both have bad things, so just leave those.
Yeah.
And then bring those together, and we can work together.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do as well.
Sounds like you got a lot of work on your hands.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, well, and I say that, but I think each and every one of us do a part. You know, what really interests me about you is because, you know, you're a young lady, and I remember the day that came, my eyes started to open up, and doing all this research. And you said you did been doing all this research, and you were really thrown back about some of the things that you never knew of, in how this whole scheme of life is called, that it really took you on a different path in life.
Yep.
And so, how did share with the people that, you know, because everybody asks me like, what day did you? I mean, like, you know, like when did you wake up? Or, and to me, I say, you know, it was never a specific day. It was just this as time.
Continuous. I'm still waking up.
Yeah. How is it for you then? I mean, you're a young lady, right? And you know, you have a family. You are learning all these different things, and it took you out of America, brought you back to Ethiopia. How do you, you know, how do you, you know, operate within that? You know,
Well,
if that makes any sense. I can reward it if you want me to now.
it's hard, but at the same time, it's possible. Like I said, I did those research because a lot of times we're distracted. We're distracted by the media, by being consumers, by being materialistic. We're distracted by those things, so we don't really see the reality. So for me, I had to stop those things in order to see what the heck is really going on. And one of those things was they were taking out Africans from the continent and making them modern slaves.
Modern slaves, yeah.
Yeah, and making the West the greatest place. You know what I mean? So for me, realizing that, and to realize those things, like I said, I had to stop watching mainstream media, stop listening to mainstream music, because I was telling you, the CIA and the FBI, they do a lot of project on us and the American people in general, not just black people, but just the whole world as well. So for me, knowing those things and stopping this material, this kind of luxurious, or just, I don't know, I would say it's a curse. It's a very scary curse where they put you to be very comfortable house, comfortable car, comfortable everything, and they feed you GMOs and they feed you whatever you want. And then when you're in that, you don't really see the reality. So for me, I had to stop and learn those things. And I don't know if I'm getting out of your questions, but that's what I did. And it's just, I don't know, like, it's a spiritual thing. I don't know how to explain it, because when you stop those things, you're happy inside.
You left here at the age of 16. So you had something actually to compare to when you got to America. Now, was it a culture shock going into America? You know, like, you know, because we know it's a big difference between here and there. How was it when you got to America? How was the treatment towards you? Was it a good experience, bad experience? Please share.
Okay, very interesting question. First time that I landed and I went to Houston. So you know, Houston is a very big city. Yeah. So I expected America to be New York. Like I expected to see buildings everywhere.
Yeah, which Houston has.
Exactly. So I didn't see any building. I was like, where are the buildings? And I just saw the downtown. That's it. And then I got to the house and I took my shoes off, and when I stepped on the carpet, I was like, whoa. I was very shocked. I was like, oh my God, this is very comfortable. And after that, I couldn't really eat the food. At that time, it just did not taste us. It was our family friend, they made us Ethiopian food, but it just did not taste the same. Also, people were not sociable, and that was one of the hardest thing for me.
Where did you live? I mean, were you out in the suburbs? Were you
No, I
inner city?
actually lived in where a lot of African American people lived,
Oh,
which was actually interesting. Even people, if they live in Houston, they might know it. I lived around Westbury High School.
okay.
It's where a lot of African Americans live. So the food, yeah, I did not like it. I was not sociable, like I was not really. And then we were advised not to really go out because it was dangerous, not to talk to people and stuff. But also, my first friends were actually African Americans.
Okay.
They were kids and they were like coming to us, and we. Since our parents and family friends, they're like they don't go out, so we were talking to them from the window. And all that. So that was my experience, and yeah, the hardest thing was like not being able to speak English. I didn't speak English at all at that time,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't really get to have a lot of friends. Even we just used to communicate with hands and all. But that was my first experience, and it was hard. It was very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can
I
imagine.
actually used to cry every night. Yeah, when I was when I just got there, but that's how it was.
So you got indoctrinated with the African Americans getting there in Houston. Did you have, like the school you went to, was it a mixed school? Was it,
No.
what kind of
It
school?
was black school, African American.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
predominantly. So you didn't have much interactions with the Europeans,
Not
white
at
people?
that
So-
time.
Not at that
Not
time.
that time. So when we got there, um, you know how it is. When it's when the school is African American, when it's the majority African American, the quality is lower. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, yeah. And we used to see fights every day, shooting as well. So our parents were concerned. So they moved us from that area to where a lot of white people, or more like majority white people,
Okay.
school called Bel Air High School. I'm sure if they're from Houston, they know it.
Okay.
So we went there. I went 10th grade at Westbury and 11th and 12th grade at Bel Air High School.
Bel Air. That sounds like money.
No, it's actually one of the richest neighborhood in Houston.
Okay. Okay. How was that experience? Being more in predominantly white area versus
I actually preferred Westbury.
being around your people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And
Even though it was hard and like some girls were mean to me.
at which school?
Westbury.
Okay.
Yeah, but I still like I felt full there. I felt like because people are I feel like more connected. African Americans are more connected than the whites.
Okay.
I think that's how I felt.
That's how you felt?
I felt more at home than Bel Air.
Then Bel Air. Okay. All right. Now, you left there and you went off to college.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, where did you go to college?
I went to HCC, Houston Community College.
A community college,
Yeah.
Houston. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And what was that experience like in America?
That was actually one of the funnest experience I had.
Yeah.
And I went to Central, HCC Central, and I had a lot of African American friends. And they were really nice to me. I loved it. I just felt at home.
Yeah.
So it was good. I really liked it.
Great, great, great. Okay. Now, let's get to some of the nitty gritty, all right? Because you became awake, or whatever you want to call it. My wife always corrects me on that right there. I don't know which one to say, but that you started now looking into the American history on some of the schemes and plots and all these things they were doing against the people of color, that it shook you and it sent you on this path to where you are today. Share with them some of the things that stand out to you that really surprised you in those schemes or plots against the people.
Well, I studied it as a whole because I was telling you they're wise, but you were telling me they were not. But I was saying they're
Yeah, I
wise in a
understand.
negative way.
Wise in a negative way, yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very wise. So, so I went to college. When I was going to college, at some time, I was just confused. I had that question of why are we like this? Because I was around African Americans a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's where they live is cheaper, and could afford. That's what I could afford. So I had that connection. So I was like, I was questioning what's going on. It's the same thing with my country, like what's going on. So since I started doing research, one of the worst or the surprising research that I did was the CIA actually do different projects to literally control people's mind.
Okay.
And to make us go this way, like the way they want people
Okay.
to go. So when I start finding those things out, I had to drop out of college.
So
I
you
couldn't
dropped out of
function.
college.
Yeah, I couldn't function.
You couldn't function.
Yeah.
And why is that? I mean, because did you think going to college was part of the game? The game.
Yep, it is.
Sending
It
you,
really is.
you was following the suit of the masses,
Yep.
and you didn't want to be part of that.
Yeah, and not just that, but I feel like I had the chance of a lot of African Americans because I'm not the kind of person that studies a lot and spend their time on school and get scholarship and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had financial aid, and then I had to take a loan.
Yeah.
But I didn't take the loan, but I just took the financial aid. But I couldn't really go what I wanted. I don't know. At that point, I was just confused.
Yeah.
So I was asking like, what's going on? So that's what I found, and I had to, and I do believe it. The school system is, because if you actually see, a lot of African Americans go to community college rather than universities.
Yeah.
And I do believe there is a reason for that. I do believe it's a part of the game that they're playing on us.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I actually saw one wise man speak, saying that they're trying to keep black men under them by sending doing that so they don't compare with them. So I do believe that.
So you were shook.
Yeah.
Because now here in Ethiopia, you all don't learn about what, the African Americans go through over in America. And so you don't really, people just don't know the history. I mean,
we do, but not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
Yeah. Because I feel like America portraits African Americans in a certain way.
Yeah.
Which is through media.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what everybody knows. They say, "Oh, be careful," whatever.
Yeah. Well, they tell me that when I come to Africa. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. They portrayed Africa as one way. They portrayed African Americans as what way. They portrayed us white people. Like they gave that the way of thinking for us, like by television, telling our vision how to see things, how to see African Americans, how to see Africans, how to see white people, how to see Mexicans, just in general. So.
How does Ethiopians see themselves?
I would say Ethiopians are very proud people. But also, I don't think we know what we're proud of, really. Okay.
Now, as far as perception is, because I mean, most of the countries I go to here in Africa, nobody refers to themselves as a color. Does Ethiopians refer to themselves as black?
Yes.
They refer to themselves as a color?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all heard that now. I'm going somewhere with this. No.
Yeah.
But, so you refer to yourself as black?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now, when you got to America, you connected with the African American. You saw there was this connection that was there. And you stayed true to the people. So like you didn't cross over. Because I mean, there's some people who, because of the media and stuff, will cross over and venture out into other cultures and, race groups or whatever.
Yep.
But you decided to stay within the confines of,
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and the way, like I said, the way I was, because I mean, I've seen some Ethiopians, and also parents do push their kids to be smart in school. Meaning, if you're smart, you're probably with Asian or white. You know what I mean? Like smart in school. I'm talking about like the educational part too.
Yeah.
So a lot of Ethiopians tend to be that way. That's what I've seen. But for me, that was not my chance. And I was a photographer as well, like I told you in your interview.
Yeah.
When I was interviewing you, so I got to see how it was, how the suburbs and the hood is set. And I also took a class called GIS, I believe, Geographic Information System, something
Okay.
like that, and how they design the matrix pretty much. So
Okay.
it's crazy. They even design like where do black people live, where do white people live, and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And they even put what kind of school, what kind of hospitals, and all. So
Family, when she got to America and she look, it only took her 12 years and she said, I'm out. You said, I can't live here no more.
no, yeah.
When you started waking up and all that, you was like, I can't deal with this. And so you said, I'm going back home to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And so what do you do now? I mean, why are you here in Ethiopia? How long you been back?
I've been here for almost going on my 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm new as well.
You're new as well.
Yeah. People are telling me, oh, what? So, like, you're gonna go back after a year. I'm like,
Now, did you go periodically come back and visit?
yep. I
Yeah,
did.
okay, all
I
right.
came a couple of times, yep.
Now, when you got back this last time, what was the reception like with the people here? I know we were talking that some people can tell you got some of the old school language
No,
and
yeah,
not
but-
the slang, so they like look at you like, hold up.
They know they can target you when you're not when you haven't lived here for long. Maybe the way our skin is, because you can't find when you're in America, you're in your car going everywhere.
Yeah.
Here you have to walk, meaning all of the dust is on you, so you're another person. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so when you don't have that. When you have, I guess, I don't want to call it a glow because it's like, but I don't know, the comfort I guess we have in America, and the so-called struggle, I don't know if it's a struggle, but the struggle that they have, like after you live a couple of years here, you kind of fit in with the so
Yeah, it kind of just like,
I'm fitting into.
Yeah.
They're welcoming me too.
we talked about your YouTube channels. You got 2 YouTube channels.
Yeah, I do.
You got one that's catered more towards the Ethiopians. What is that one about?
It's called My Name, Hanaza, Ethiopia. And I try to talk about the important issue that we need to talk about. A lot of times Ethiopians just show the good part of Ethiopia, but we also have a bad part that we need to work on.
Okay.
And if we just ignore it, it's gonna come get us. Which
So-
is, yeah.
So you want to be real in yours. You're trying to
Yeah.
tell the whole story.
Yeah, the truth. Yep. And by doing that, actually, like people come and help. You know what I mean? Because people do genuinely want to help.
Yeah.
Of course, we have everything luxurious, and actually, I find more luxurious stuff here in Africa than America.
Of course.
And it's really nice. I love that. But also, we can't really forget the people that are down there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You can find mother with her child on the floor, not having a shelter, not having
I've seen
food
it.
to eat, and also I want to change that. I want to, and we can treat honestly. You know what I think? I do believe Africans, we don't need anybody's help. We don't need UN's help. They're not even helping anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need their help. All we need is a mentality change.
A mentality change.
Yeah, yeah.
Hot diggity dog diggity.
Yeah. Because we have everything that we need. We need to share. We need to stop being selfish. Because, and also, I don't think we should say we're successful in the white man, the Western perspective.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have our own perspective, which is if you're good, I'm good. If I'm good, you're good.
Right.
You know what I mean? We need
Yeah.
to be, if I'm good, whatever, you're good or not, I don't care. That's not the way we Africans are. So I want to bring that back, and that's what I'm trying to do on my channel, and also on my English, my second channel. It's
Your
in
second
English.
channel is the English channel. Yeah.
The English channel, but I haven't been really on there, and I'm sorry, forgive me, but I do plan on getting on there as well. If you guys come and subscribe.
Yeah. And Hanaza, Ethiopia.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll comment
HA.
on your
And I'll put it in the
channel.
description
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
I'll comment and then.
Okay. And I'll put it in the description too. So, trying to bridge the gap between Africa and the African Americans, or in the U.S. or wherever they may be in diaspora. What is the response? Because I know your Ethiopia channel, you got like, how many subscribers you have?
I have 60,000.
60,000 subscribers on that side, right? And so the response, I mean, people are feeling you out and you get a great response. What are some of the accomplishments that your channel was doing?
The accomplishment I would say is people are helping their people, like Ethiopians, like I told you, the ones that need. They're helping. We're helping each other.
Yeah.
And I would say that's one of the best accomplishments.
Helping each other.
Yep.
Helping each other. That's an African way, really.
Yep.
I mean, but more of this Western mentality that's starting to spread in the continent. People are getting away from that. You know.
Yep.
The you know what, you educated me on something yesterday about when we were eating, and you asked did I eat with my hands. Share with what did you share with me about that? Why y'all eat with your hands? Because of what?
Okay, so I heard that fathers say the reason that Ethiopians eat with their hands, because you guys know when you go to Ethiopian restaurant you have to eat with your hands. It's impossible even to eat with a fork. Is that our hand is clean. It's clean from blood.
Clean from bloodshed. That means you ain't.
Yeah, even the Italians, we did not go to them, they came to us.
Right. I thought that was quite interesting because I thought that I knew the answer to that when we were talking. He's like, yeah, you eat with your hands because, you say our hands are clean. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you wash them. And then she's like, no, clean from blood. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty deep.
Yeah.
You can eat with your hands.
And that's the truth for blacks, like, that's the truth, to be honest.
I mean, we didn't go around the world conquering the world and, shedding blood and enslaving people and all that stuff right there. So, yes, our hands are clean in that aspect. Now, certain demographics of the world, we have turned into that mentality, by the plots and schemes, like you say, right? But,
there's still hope.
There's still hope.
Yeah.
And like your channel, you're wanting to educate and bring awareness to how one don't have to be so selfish, but can be selfless in the acts of helping one another. If we can get all of us on that point, we'd be powerful house, a powerful house. Yeah, so, all right. So now you left, you here in Ethiopia. How do you sustain yourself? You got a 9-to-5 job? What? I mean, like, what do you do?
I can't do that.
You can't do that? She said she can't work a 9-to-5 job.
Sorry, but I cannot.
Because people keep
I guess
asking
it
you.
depends. It depends on what am I doing. If I'm making like a difference in my country in a better way.
Yeah.
But a lot of places here are corporate wannabe.
Okay.
Which, I mean, they don't really pay a lot of people good money. It's very cheap, and I feel like the best thing is even to do your own business, but I do have my own business.
Okay.
Small business, a very small one, that I started when I was back in Dallas, which is selling this kind of clothing, selling books, prayer books, holy books.
Show me your little outfit that you have. Okay, yeah. Those are the colors right there, Ethiopia.
Yeah. Green, yellow, red.
Okay.
This is even the flag for Ghana.
Yeah.
And there's some countries.
Is it a name for the outfit or what have you, or what?
I'm sorry?
Is it a name for this outfit that you
no,
wear?
it's just Yahuli lips. I call it Yahuli lips, meaning clothes for every day or a dress for every day.
Okay.
Because I do believe we need to change not just our mentality, but also the way we dress.
The way you dress.
Yep. Because the way you dress speaks also.
Okay. So, is that part of your spirituality and all that right there?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
So I do suggest people to do a research on, because African Americans, a lot of times, not just African Americans, but the new generation tends to ignore Christianity.
Okay.
Because that was me. I used to believe there was no God. Because I saw Christianity only the way the Western portraits it.
The way they portrayed it to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you come to Ethiopia has the oldest Christianity. Of course, we've been influenced by the Catholics or by the outside.
Yeah.
But we do have our original Christianity, which you said you were gonna go to Lalibela.
Yeah.
The cross curved, and so there's a lot of history. There's a lot of truth. There's a lot of power in that. Even I was telling you the Adwa, which is we defeated the Italians.
Yep.
When you look at and I was telling you about the pictures, there is a supernatural power, or a supernatural being on the top of the battle, and one of their writer actually said he saw a supernatural power fighting with the Ethiopians. So I do suggest people to do some research on that. So yeah, it does, and the green, yellow, red has a lot of meaning.
Okay.
It's a promise symbol for the Almighty and His people.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Now, we know Ethiopia has probably one of the longest mentioned histories that really, they talk about, in Africa, we know that the old scrolls, writings and stuff talks about Egypt and Ethiopia. Is there a pride thing there with the Ethiopians that they stand on, like, you know what, we're the only, like, and I know some people's going to try to correct me on this, without being, y'all have not been colonized. Like you said, there's been influences that have come in, set up camps and try to sway and change, but y'all defeated the Italians. But do the Ethiopians, how do they carry that today? I mean,
they carry that as a pride only, which kind of disappoints me, to be honest.
Okay.
And don't get me on this, Ethiopians. But we have a lot of work to do, because our fathers, they fought and they made sure that the colonizers, the Westerns, did not come and change our ways, change our faith, change our language, the way we dress, the way we are. But now they used another way, which is, like I told you, people can search MK Ultra, like CIA projects that they used to colonize us by just sitting there and just giving us TV and the Black Mirror. So we have been programmed, as other Africans have been, or colonized. But I would say one thing that benefited us from our fathers fighting for us or winning is we have our faith. Is not us influenced by the West as the other places. We have our own oldest language, which is Ge'ez. We have our alphabet. So all of those things are here, but we're not really working on, or just trying to learn, trying to read, or trying to use those. We're trying to, still we're being consumers, materialistic, and trying to be Westerns, because you don't see Ethiopians dressing this way. But when you look at Ethiopians 100 years ago, you would see everybody wearing white, barefoot, walking around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what's
pride, I'm sorry, but the pride is there, but we have a lot of work to do. The pride only doesn't do anything.
She keeps talking about there's a lot of work to do. And it's funny, but it sounds good when you say our fathers. You said our fathers. Those who are your ancestors who were here and who were basically the rock of the nation, the country here. Versus America, when you try to come out of your mouth and say our forefathers, which looked like nothing like us there in America, who didn't have us even in mind in America. When you said that, it just struck a chord with me. It's like, wow, y'all can really say our fathers.
Yep.
Wow.
And you can say that too.
Of course.
Because they did fight for, that's why even the Ghana flag is the green, yellow, red, because our fathers fought, won, and it's a representation of hope and winning. So,
since you mentioned Ghana, you mentioned about there were two kings.
Yeah.
Right. About share that right there as far as the connection was there, because I try to share with people. Look, we need to tear down these borders.
Who brought that?
Of course, the Europeans.
Yep.
But we, and I try to share with each African that I come across is like, look, you're not Nigerian, you're not Ghanaian, you're not these countries. We are migrating people that roam and nomadic, what have you. But share with the story of how did Ethiopia and Ghana, the regions, were still connected.
Yeah. So I read somewhere that the there was a king, Ethiopian king and Ghanaian king, and they were writing letter to each other, and they were calling cousin, so they were related. So we are related. I mean, it's not hidden, and they have separated us, divide and conquer.
Of course.
And they have done that. So now we need to get rid of that from our mind and come together as one and get what's good from everybody and accept that. I do believe that we need to do that.
Yeah, we do. Now, what I find interesting is that you have a love for wanting to wake our brothers and sisters up. It seems like you're way ahead of your time too.
You think so?
Being 20-something years old, you know, I won't say exactly your age.
It's okay. I'm 27.
She said it, not me. 27 years old.
I'm almost 30. I'm excited to get old because
You ain't nowhere near old. Look, hey, but 27 years old, and you know, you have this heart for the Africans. Do Ethiopians call themselves Africans? Do they?
yes.
They call themselves
Yes.
Africans?
I feel like the reason that a lot of people maybe might not call themselves Africans is because we have so much pride in the name Ethiopia.
Yeah.
It means, Utopia means paradise.
Right.
E means land or a place.
Okay.
So, paradise, meaning land on earth. I'm sorry. Paradise on earth. So, I feel like that's why maybe maybe some people don't call themselves African.
I got you. I have no problem with that.
Even the name Ethiopia is very historical and has
Yeah.
a very big symbol. And
Ethiopia was around way before African name probably came up.
Exactly.
So-
Not just that, even I saw somewhere the whole Africa was called Utopia or something. So that's why it's not because, you know, the West, or it's because we have so much pride in the name Ethiopia.
There you go. Got pride in the name.
Yep.
I know, you know, hey, we've lost
And
a
it
whole
has
lot of
much-
pride in who we were in America. You know, losing a pride and a sense of who we were as a people. And is there, like you said, you know, the unity here is slowly starting to try to spread apart. Is breaking up, you're saying, but you're trying to bring that back. You know, and
Even actually within even Ethiopia, there are a lot of, we have now war going on.
yeah.
And it's very sad, to be honest. Even in every other cities from outside from Addis, there are a lot of people dying. In Tigray, a lot of people are dying. So the divide and conquer have even came to Ethiopia too.
Yeah.
And which is very sad, honestly.
Very sad. Yeah.
Sorry, it's
No, go ahead.
But I remember when I was interviewing, I was saying people need to, Babylon shall fall. People say that, and also the Bible says that. So Babylon shall fall. That doesn't mean only the land, also the mentality of Babylon will fall. So if we are very racist towards, I don't know, whoever is racist, whether it's Ethiopians towards Ethiopians, Africans towards Africans, whites towards blacks, everybody will fall. So we need to take away that mentality from our mind so we can survive. Yeah.
Nicely put, you know. So she's definitely ahead of your time, you know. Because I mean, and what I mean by that too is that you left a lot of things, you sacrificed and gave up a lot of things to follow your heart, your spirit. You know, and you basically left America, you left college, you know, and you decided that you needed to get back to the home which was calling you in your spirit. Now you're on the ground doing work. And you know, that's a powerful move. Now I know people are really curious to know if you, for them rather, is Ethiopia, because Ethiopia is not even on the mindset of people to come visit or not, I'm talking about African Americans, all right, or those, other Africans in the diaspora, that, Ghana's getting all the attention, whether it's Gambia now, Tanzania, they're getting this attention, and it's like Ethiopia is not even in the conversation. What are your thoughts about people coming to Ethiopia, and what is your next business venture that you are interested in doing for Ethiopia?
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. In general, I'm very happy because I do want African Americans and Africans to get the heck out of the West as soon as they can, because there's a lot of prophecy about the West being done with, and it's just gonna get worse and worse, especially if they have kids. That's what I advise. And after that, which country to go? As we said earlier, Africa is one, and whether they go to Ghana and Tanzania, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But what do we Ethiopian have to offer other than other places? Because I'm sure if you go to Tanzania, there is the beach, I believe, right? There's a beach you can
There's a
relax.
beach, coastal, yeah.
What we have, so the place makes it different, of course, the culture as well. We Ethiopians, what I want to represent is our faith, which is Tawahedo. We have
Say that again?
Tawahedo.
Okay, Tawahedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe it has been hidden for a lot of years. But
By who?
Who do you think? The West, of course, they have our books. They stole our books. They have libraries, and they have our books in every major universities there. It's very shocking. So I would say people to come, especially do a research, to do research, and also if people have, if they're sick, also we have a lot of holy water coming out of the it's called tzabel.
Okay.
It's coming out of the ground, and it heals.
Okay.
And it's free.
Ooh.
Also, yeah. And people have been healed by corona.
Can I sell that water? Let me stop. People have been healed by what now?
Yeah, from corona.
Okay.
The corona, the COVID-19.
Yeah.
From HIV/AIDS, from different diseases, people get healed from the holy world, from Sabel. And we have holy places around Ethiopia.
Okay.
They're called Gadam, which they can visit as well. And I just suggest to do a research on Tawahedo, to be honest, because it's very, very deep, and the West have done it. You know, Ethiopia has the half cross of Jesus Christus, which the West called Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And we have the Ark of Covenant. So there we have a lot of
history.
Yeah, a lot of, not just that history, but we have the actual treasures as well that are even hidden. Ethiopia is very supernatural, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's very mountain. It's called even African roof.
Okay.
Ethiopia is called African roof as well. So I would say, even our fathers say Ethiopia is the New Jerusalem. So
It's the what?
The New Jerusalem.
It's the original Jerusalem. It ain't the new.
Yeah, so I do suggest people to come and visit and see if they like it and see what they can find. So that's what I suggest, to be honest. It's just to get a spiritual happiness. So that's what we have to offer.
Now, you talked about starting possibly a tour business.
Yep.
Share that.
Yeah, so on the side of the business that I have, which is selling these, I also want to do a tour of reality, I would say.
A tour of reality.
Reality, yeah.
Makes sense.
Tour of reality, where, of course, whoever wants to come and see the rich part, I'll show, but also the poor part, I'll show, and the spiritual part, I'll show. Just the reality. Maybe there might be people that know me from my channel. I don't really put sugar when I talk. I tell it how it is. So
what? You tell it how it is. So I know you sometimes get hate mail too.
Yeah, I do.
See.
Of course.
You get hate mail too. Yeah, I know. Hey, so doing it. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Like I said, I think it would be great. You
Yeah.
know what? Maybe I might become a part investor in that right
Oh,
there.
hey, I would love that.
You know,
investors.
because I think Ethiopia definitely should become an interest in anyone who has a faith in the greater creator. I like
Yep,
that. The
yep,
greater
yep.
creator. I like that. Yeah.
The Most High, yeah, definitely.
Because you're talking about the richness, the original, the history that is here in this region of land.
Even the Book of Enoch.
Book
they
of
took
Enoch?
Out of, it's hard to be honest. Don't believe that. I personally don't believe the Bible
Okay.
right now that they give us, because it has been very bleached.
It's been what?
Bleached.
It's been bleached.
To be honest, we have the oldest.
Some say whitewash, but that's the first time I heard bleached.
You know, bleach is very toxic. That's why.
Bleach is very toxic. Okay,
Yeah,
I told y'all she's like, you know, okay.
So we have the oldest Bible also,
Okay.
the Book of Enoch, and I just want them to come. And if you like, even not just from the West, but from even Africa, I want them to come see the celebration. I want them to come visit these places, because it has been hidden, and it has, like I say, Christianity. When we think about Christianity, we only think of like Western Christianity or modern or the Catholic, but there is Ethiopian Christianity.
Right.
Also.
Well, what was it called before Christianity? Because Christianity is a new word.
It's called Tawahido.
That's the name of it. Yes. Right. Right. So it's one of those things that, you know, where coming here, you're saying it will open your mind up that much more. You know, that's what Egypt did to me. When I went to Egypt, I mean, it was just another piece of the puzzle that I saw what we have and had, how we were, you know, the forerunners and the fathers of the sciences, the medical, the astronomies, astrology, science, all of this stuff that is there written in stone exists, like here in Ethiopia. Carved in the ground, you got this church or cross building, whatever, and
by the way, even architectures, they don't even know how he built it still.
yeah,
Yeah.
we still leave them baffled
yeah.
on how things were back
And
then.
not just that, but one thing I want to mention, there are even fathers that are doing those things still. So it's not like a history only.
Okay.
We still have that system. We follow that system.
Yeah.
So I even get kind of disappointed when people just go to Lalibela to visit, because it's a worship place. You know what I mean? So we do follow that system still, but we need to be strong on it. We haven't really been. We're like here and here. And one thing I want to mention is that Africa is the original place of negative spirituality and positive spirituality. So we need to figure that out as well as Africans. Yeah.
Wow. Some great stuff.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you this right here. Okay, so your website, the beautiful dresses and stuff you make. Where can people find that too? Just go ahead and mention that.
It's called La Haymanot.
Okay, we're gonna have to spell that out and put it in the description.
Yeah, let's do that.
We'll put that in the description,
Yeah,
okay?
also I'll comment it so they can follow. Also, on Instagram, I put very knowledgeable stuff on there as well. And also, I would like them to see the icons that I post on my Instagram, because
Okay.
they're original Ethiopian icons.
Is there anything now freely you would like to say to the brothers and sisters out here who are watching, those people who are across the globe, that you just want to impart to them?
What I want to say is get out of the West as soon as you can before they make you a machine. No, honestly, from the food, from the chemtrails, from the vaccines, from the Black Mirror, from everything, in every way. I wanted to come here for more than 3 years, and I was trying to figure out how can I not get poisoned by just because America is a great place to make money. So how can I just ignore these things and just make money? It's impossible. I just couldn't. To be honest, I personally couldn't do it. The food,
Wow.
the air, knowing what really, because also development or the development of of America is really the destroy, because when you look at America and the way it's built, it has destroyed some things. There's actually a documentary that I want to suggest. It's on Netflix. It's called Rotten.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You've seen that, right?
I've seen that.
So it's in every way. It's in every way that to make that country that way, it has rotten a lot of things. So don't be a part of that, because at the end of the day, you'll be judged. Your spiritual, your soul will be judged. So yeah, that's what I tell them.
Get out is what she's saying. Get
and
out.
Come visit me on my channel as well, on my Instagram. And I don't really respond on my YouTube, but I respond on my Instagram.
Okay, and we'll provide that information too in the description there for her Instagram. Please say something to your brothers and sisters here in Ethiopia in your language.
እሺ ሰላም እንዴት ናችሁ? እንኳን ደህና ወደ ጎ ብላክ ቱ አፍሪካ ቻናል መጣችሁ። እንግዲህ ወንድማችን ጎ ብላክ ቱ አፍሪካ ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ነው ያለው። እንኳን ደህና መጣህ በሉት፣ በደንብ ተቀበሉት። ከዛም በተጨማሪ ደግሞ ኢትዮጵያንና ሌሎች አፍሪካ ሀገሮችን አፍሪካን አሜሪካኖችን አንድ ላይ መገናኘት አለብን በጥሩ መንገድ። አፍሪካንም ራሳችንን ለማሳደግ መንቃትም አለብን ብዬ እላለሁ። አመሰግናለሁ። ወደ ቻናሌ ነውና ብቅ ብላችሁ ይኝ። አመሰግናለሁ። ትራይት አመሰግናለሁ።
Okay.
Remember I was trying to teach you? I was trying to teach him how to say thank you in Amarinya.
Yeah, I know. I was like
yeah.
So what you said was basically what you said.
Yeah, what I said
in
is
English.
Our brother Go Black to Africa is here in Ethiopia, so welcome him. And also we need to connect with Africans and African Americans in general to be better people and to grow Africa.
Nice, nice. Are you ready to answer 5 questions?
Sure.
It's typically what I do. 5 questions. And you can pick and choose which ones you want to ask, answer, whatever. Okay, 5 questions. So, hey, you can answer your question. This screen is flipping. So for those right there, if you really want your answer hit or question answered, y'all know, like I said before, super chats are the ones who get answered first. But I would try to answer or get to each one that we see. So the first question, if you don't put a question mark behind it, I am not looking for what you put.
Which cities would you recommend to go to Ethiopia?
Okay, which cities would you recommend to go to Ethiopia?
Yeah, I would say Addis, because this is where I'm from, and also I love Addis. And second, I would say Bahar Dar, because there is a lake, a very historical lake, and I think you guys would love it. Those are those 2. And Lalibela, which you're gonna go visit. So
yeah, AJ White.
Those are the places that I've been so far. That's why.
Yeah, okay. How is the weather?
The weather, how would you say? I don't know. I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
it gets hot. It gets cold.
Was today considered hot?
No.
No, I'm about to say, I didn't think it was hot. Yeah. Yeah, today I wouldn't consider it hot.
Yeah.
Today, because I mean, is this the winter time here or something?
No, it's not.
It's not, because it's cool at night. Look, I got on long sleeves,
it gets cold at night.
and so it's cool, and but it's not freezing. And during the day, to me, it's cool. It's not burning hot. I haven't broken a sweat, so y'all know I'm out of my element. I need to be sweating. All right, so we're getting on down to, I think, our 3rd question. I'm sorry, y'all, but the screen keeps flipping. I'm looking for question marks. Look.
Let me see.
Do you believe
Is
in one African currency?
yes, I do, and that will happen. I do believe it will happen. And is the Tigray region okay to go to? No, it's not. It's very sad what's going on there. To be honest, it just breaks my heart.
Mm.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that diaspora are the real children of Israel? Yes, I do believe so. There's actually, I forgot what it's called, where there is this project of the military
Mm-hmm.
uh, that says that's gonna target the African Americans or consider them as the real Israel, just Africans in general or blacks in general. Where to
Okay.
find best food there?
Where to find the best food?
Where to find best food? Which one did you like? Did you like Katenya or the Geshuru?
It's all good to me, you know. It's all good to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I haven't really. I think the best food is made at home. To be honest.
Most people say that, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about Haile Selassie? Haile Selassie actually gave my mother one bir.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. So
Your
he,
mother?
Yeah,
Wow.
he used to give it to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel about him? I don't feel the greatest, to be honest, if you guys want me to be honest, because he opened the door for the West, and our fathers were against that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Queen was here and all that, and
The Queen from England was here. So he opened up the door, you're saying, for
he
the
was
West.
in love with the English.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what.
Okay. We can go on. I mean, you passed the 5, but I mean, you can answer whatever you know.
Okay, I am a single female, very healthy. Will it be safe for me to travel alone? Yes, it depends. It depends what area you're at, and it depends what time it is. So,
They've been,
That's
like
for
y'all know me.
everybody.
She's been warning me, like, you know, look, hey, be careful when you go out there. Y'all know how I feel about that, but I said it's okay with women to say it because you know that's our women. You know they
Yeah.
have that caring spirit. But you know, I've been educated by several people. You know, just giving me the heads up on areas to be careful. And that, what is the name of the market I went to today?
Mercato, one of
Yes.
the biggest market in Africa.
Yeah, that
All
was a
Africans, you need
hectic
to come and
place.
shop here.
That was a hectic place, man. And you know you in a tough area. When I took the Uber, they don't call them Ubers, they call them ride. It's a just like an Uber. And he's begging me not to get out the car. And he's like, you
Yeah,
know,
he's right actually. Because
Yeah.
even when I go, even anybody to be honest,
Yeah.
anybody, even locals, when they go, you have to be careful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's okay because the gap is huge.
every time I roll the window down, he'd roll it up because I'm trying to film and everything. He'd roll up, you know, he'd lock the
He's
door
right.
and he
They will
rolled his
take your
windows up.
phone.
Yeah, yeah. He was
Yeah.
like, no, no. I'm like, yo, like, okay, all right. Let me breathe in here though. It's hot. His air conditioning didn't even work. So it's like, okay. All righty. Okay, let's see here.
I saw some question that I actually want to answer. Where is the best place to shop for men's traditional clothes? My website.
Oh, so you do have men clothing.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so you didn't say that. You just said you just make the.
No. You guys can check out my website. You can also write me on Instagram. I do take orders.
Okay. What do
Yeah.
you make?
This kind of clothes. Any design that you want, we can make it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So if you want a design, you can give me it. We'll make it.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. I thank you as well.
She like answering these questions, so hey.
Yeah,
y'all
I
can-
am a YouTuber as well, so. Oh yeah, they were saying. Okay, never mind. I don't know. All right, let me see. All right.
Let me answer this right here, so that people keep asking the question. Okay, is she available? She's taken. All right. You
Thank
know,
you for
you know,
answering me.
somebody kept saying it all right there, right? Um,
Okay, thank you guys so much. Give us your YouTube channel, website, and Instagram. Hanaza Ethiopia, HANNAZEETHIOPIA. Ethiopia. I'm not sure, yo. Sometimes when I spell it, but he will put it on.
yeah, I'll put it in the description.
But this is the name right here on top. That's my name. Yes, I do have two sisters. Do you all eat raw meat there? I personally don't eat raw meat. It's not really.
Not your thing?
No, not just that, but it's not really allowed in our I don't want to call it religion because it's not religion. It's
Yeah.
I do believe it's Haymanot because I do believe religions were created to control us. But that's another topic.
No, please, people love to hear that, you know.
Okay. Most important thing about Book of Enoch. To be honest, the Book of Enoch in general is the most important. And also he was Ethiopian, so we do need to do our research on him in general.
Yeah.
So I think, has it been more than 5? She's the atheist? No, I'm not an atheist. I am a Tawahedo faith follower, Ethiopian Tawahedo faith follower. Should we go there?
Sure. Hey, if you want to answer that.
It's somebody asked, what do you think about the Chinese in Ethiopia?
My channel, you could be real, yo.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm so sad to see the Chinese doing so good and a lot of Ethiopians wanting to move back, but they don't have anything. And also Chinese investors, you guys, oh my goodness. What they do is they buy land very cheap from the farmer, and the farmers get excited for very small money, and they take their land with the government, and then they create big industries like jeans companies, industries like that, and they hire Ethiopians and they pay them $50 per month, and they bring Chinese managers and they pay them $2,000 a month. Not just that, but they even plan like for Chinese in high school to be like, oh, we're gonna take this land and we're gonna create this and that. As in like we don't even exist, which very like saddens me, but it will be over soon. I do believe that because we do have power.
Yep. Somebody had asked a question, and somebody said, "Are you going to stay in Dubai?" I'm in Ethiopia, you all. I'm not in Dubai. Dubai is in the past.
Yeah, this is Ethiopia, guys.
Yep, this is Ethiopia. Addis
Please come
Ababa.
visit us, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So you have an invite here, right here. You know, we have a
Yeah.
point of contact. You know, and she's looking at starting a
tour company.
A tour company, and definitely.
Anybody can contact me on Instagram saying this, and I'll tell them I'm available.
Yeah.
So we are in Addis Ababa. So you guys can definitely write me. I would love that, and I would love to welcome you. I would love, especially my African Americans, to have special connection because I was there, I've been there, I've seen it all, and I don't know. I don't know.
Now, for those who just came in, you know, after she had said, she saw enough in 12 years of the treatment against us brothers and sisters that she had to get out. Now, 12 years, just 12 of her years she saw, and she said, I'm out.
Yeah.
Quit college, left America, came back to Africa. Now, like I said before, even Stevie Wonder can see, he's blind, you know, the truth of the matter. And this is what she's saying, that she saw what was going on in America against us people, that she had to get out. And now she wants to be a bridge and be an assistance to help people get out. So That's that, yeah.
Tourist, 12 years a slave.
12 years a slave, yeah, I guess so. You seen that movie? You seen that movie?
No.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart seeing that kind of movie.
Yeah.
This kind of movies.
Yeah.
A good military.
You're
No
not
comment.
into that. What tip do you have for diaspora mindset? Get out.
Yeah, get out and accept Africa as it is. Don't try to change it in the way of the West have taught us, because we do need to do a lot of research. There is a saying in my language: please don't avoid somebody that I can learn from, but don't make me somebody that people can learn from. So now we can learn from the West. The West is going down. So if we go the route they have taught us, we're going down, because we're gonna be destroying Earth as well. Yeah. So yeah, I think they had enough of it.
All right, family. Hey, thank you very much, Hannah, for being right here on this channel here. Definitely, it's been overdue, because she interviewed me. Go to her channel, and you'll see that she interviewed me about 5 months ago. Reached out of nowhere and said, "Hey, I would love to interview you." And I'm like, "Who is this?" And so first I thought she was a Catholic nun. I mean, like when I saw the whole head thing, I was like, a Catholic nun was.
No, sir.
But then I started talking to her. I said, "Oh no, this sister right here, she on point, man. She for the people." So then hey, got to know her and all that. And she said, "If you're ever in Ethiopia, hey, look me up, whatever. I'll show you around and all that right there." And I reached out with a couple times to say, hey, whatever, because we were trying to set up to do the interview earlier. Time just did not permit. And then she told me she was coming back to Ethiopia. And I said, all right, if I ever get the chance, I'll stop through there. And time presented itself. So great. I'm going to put her information in the description. Please go ahead and subscribe to her channel.
Can talk to me, especially on Instagram. I will answer.
All right. And so, hey,
and I would love, I don't know, I would love them to come faster.
She's got a heart for the people to get out of the oven.
The West, yeah.
Getting out the oven,
Good one.
Yeah.
Oven,
Oh, yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, not just that, before you're eaten by the beast.
There you go. All right, family. Yo, this is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa and Ethiopia. And let me say this right here. For those right there I didn't give the knowledge to, that was your chats, super chats and all that right there. Thank you very much for giving. Those will be going to a great place. We are going to be visiting a place with the street kids you mentioned. What was the name of that again?
Yeah, Godana Shower.
Yes, and so money that you all have been donating or giving, I like to say called a heart of giving. I don't like to say donating, because I don't ask nobody for anything. But I'll be videotaping that, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know if I could video.
No, you can.
And we will be contributing some money to help out that effort that is going on with the street kids. And so you can rest assured that the money that you've given is going specifically for that. And so we'll do that. Those right there, also want to give thanks to those with your kind words, your great comments, and your questions that you have. Thank you very much. And those who share the video and all that right there, bringing awareness to our people, thank you as well. And with that, family, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And until next time, we'll see each other again. All right. All right.